Please, I'm gonna be out here in the cold, bro. Please.
Okay, go back upstairs.
Talk to me. I'm
bro,
trying to
I'm
talk
not talking to you. I don't want to talk.
For what?
Hey, I'm cool, bro.
No, what do you mean you cool?
Hey, I'm cool. Great.
I'm finna come with
Have a
you.
good life. You're not coming with me? You cool?
Why not?
Take it, man. Back up. What? Can you move?
No, because I love you. I'm sorry.
No, stop getting away from me, bro.
Please.
Bro, get away from me. Damn, let me go, bro.
No, it doesn't work. Please come back.
Sorry, do you tell to get off?
Sir, give me a second.
Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to get off. Get off me, bro. I said it's cool, bro. Do you let me go?
Please.
Yeah, you see my Uber driver patiently waited, bro. Go in your room, bro. Get off me. Man, watch out, bro. Bro, I know you cold and you ain't got on no shoes, gang. Watch out, bro. Go back in your hotel room. Oh, I don't need you to pay for it. Can you let me go home? Bro, I don't love you, man. Alright. Now move. Move. See, you whooping. Can you please let me go so I can go home? This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing, bro.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 4 and verse 1. And in the day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel, only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Alright. Shalom, Yasharallah. Okay, before I begin, I would like to give all praises, honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem outside, by Hashem Kakoras. Alright. I want to give double honor to the elders and apostles of your millstone. Okay, peace and salutations unto the elect. Alright, and this video is inspired because I was at the barber shop, and I had my AirPods in and I was taking notes of the brother Ibar's video. Shalom, if you're watching this. Malak Yehovah Shemi Ashai Barakatam. I was watching this video on how this dude this immigrant tried to rape a girl. Okay, and that's a very scary thing, man. Okay, especially for you women. All right, because it shows you that we're getting into a time of lawlessness. All right, we're getting into those times where men are gonna do whatever they want. Okay, and I commented on his post. I said, we coming into them times where it's gonna be like Judges chapter 19. Okay, and that's what inspired me to do this video. All right, because I recalled this story. Okay, now I'm gonna read this story, and it's gonna be a quick of a different video because it's just a little short story. I'm gonna read the story, and Lord willing, you all can get some edification out of this. Okay, so this is I'm gonna read it in the Good News translation so that newcomers and people can understand it more clearly. Okay, even though it is pretty clear in KJV already, but just for people who don't get any type of misunderstanding. All right, now this is the book of Judges, chapter 19 and verse 1. Okay, this is the story of the Levite and his concubine. All right. Now it says, for in those days before Israel had a king, there was a Levite living far back in the hill country of Ephraim. He took a young woman from Bethlehem in Judah to be his concubine. All right, and a concubine is pretty much, you know, is like a wife, but not necessarily a wife. Okay, but it's a lady that pretty much it's a servant toward you. All right, it's a concubine. Okay, now let me actually get it in the Blue Letter Bible. Okay, all right, because Jake gotta get edified. Judges 19:1. Okay, Slacky, bear with me one moment before this thing don't load. What is this, man? You're gonna start acting up right now. Let me turn off the Wi-Fi. Okay, now let me get here. Why is it acting up right now? You gotta be kidding me. Here it is. Okay, slacky about that. All right, now let me get the word for concubine. Okay, now it says a wife, female, woman. Okay, wife, woman married to a man, female. Okay, so a concubine is pretty much a wife. Okay, now here it says, continuing on with the story, it says, Salaki, it says, then the man decided to go after her and try to persuade her. Oh, Salaki, verse 2, but she became angry with him, went back to her father's house in Bethlehem, and stayed there 4 months. Okay, so the concubine, or his wife, as I will refer to her, his wife, uh, was angry at the Levite, okay, for whatever reason, but the point is, she had that spirit of, oh, I don't need a man, okay. Then it says, then the man decided to go after her and try to persuade her to return to him. He took his servant and 2 donkeys with him. The woman showed the Levite into the house, and when her father saw him, he gave him a hearty greeting. Okay, so the wife of the Levite was staying with his father or with her father, and the Levite, her husband, wanted to go out there and talk things out, get her back to his house. Okay, and they saw his father there. The father insisted that he stay, and so he stayed for 3 days. The couple had their meals and spent the nights there. On the morning of the fourth day, they woke up and early and got up ready to go. But the woman's father said to the Levite, have something to eat first. You'll feel better. You can go later. So two men sat down and ate and drank together. Then the woman's father told him, please spend the night and enjoy yourself. Okay. The Levite got up to go, but the father urged him to stay, so he spent another night there. Early in the morning of the fifth day, he started to leave, but the woman's father said, eat something, please. Wait until later in the day. So the two men ate together. When the man, Salakia, when the man, his concubine, and the servants once more started to leave, the father said, look, it's almost evening now. You might as well stay all night. It will be dark soon. Stay here and have a good time. Tomorrow you can get up early for the trip and go home. But the man did not want to spend another night there, so he and his concubine started on their way with their servant on two donkeys with pack saddles. In the late, it was late in the day when they came near Jebus, that is Jerusalem. So the servant said to his master, why don't we stop and spend the night here in this Jebusite city? But his master said, we're not going to stop in a city where the people are not Israelites. We'll pass on by and go a little farther and spend the night at Gibeah or Ramah. All right. So far, the Levites succeeded. All right. And now they're going home. Okay, they're going home now. And his servant asked him, why don't we spend the night in Jebus? All right. And the Levite told him, man, hell no, man. You know, the people here are not all Israel. Slovakia. The people here are not all Israelites. All right. So he said, we're gonna go spend the night somewhere else. All right. So it says, so they passed by Jebus and continued on their way. It was sunset, and when they came to Gibeah, in the territory of the tribe of Benjamin, they turned off the road to go and spend the night there. They went into town and sat down in the city square, but no one offered to take them home for the night. All right, verse 16. Okay, while they were there, an old man came by at the end of a day's work on the farm. He was originally from the hill country of Ephraim, but he was now living in Gibeah. All right, the other people there were from the tribe of Benjamin. The old man noticed the traveler in the city square and asked him, where do you come from? Where are you going? All right. So an Ephraimite, an old Ephraimite, an Ephraimite up in age, which is you so-called Puerto Ricans. All right. Ephraim is you so-called Puerto Ricans. Okay. Stopped the Levite and his servant and his concubine and asked them, hey, where are you going? Pretty much questioning them. All right. It says the Levite answered, we have been in Bethlehem in Judah, and now we are on our way home. Deep in the hill country of Ephraim, no one will put us up for the night. For even though we have fodder and straw for our donkeys, as well as bread and wine for my concubine, and me and for my servant, we have everything we need. So he's saying, no one's going to take us in, man. Why is no one taking us in? Letting us spend the night there, even though we have everything we need. All right, it says right here, the old man said, you are welcome in my home. I'll take care of you. You don't have to spend the night in the square. So he took them home with him and fed their donkeys. His guests washed their feet and had a meal. Okay, so this Ephraimite was, generous enough to, uh, give them a place to sleep. All right, now here's where the story really kicks off, okay? And this is where I want to stop and say something, all right, to you women, okay? This is, or to, YouTube or anything. This is strictly for educational purposes, all right? Um, you know, this isn't, discriminating no one, okay? Because, they be trying to strike our videos down, or they hit me with a strike, you know. So, disclaimer. Okay, this will get graphic. All right, and I also want to add on to that. Okay, you women have to really, take heed into this. Okay, because we're not saying this just to say, okay, we want you, our women, want our Israelite women to repent to the Lord, man. Okay, so it says when they were enjoying themselves, Salakia, verse 22, they were enjoying themselves when all of a sudden some sexual perverts from the town surrounding the house and started beating on the door. They said to the old man, "Bring out that man that came home with you. We want to have sex with him." Alright, so a bunch of fucking sodomites, okay, beat down his door and said, "Hey man, we want to have sex with that man," because they're a bunch of sodomites, man. Alright, that's why he didn't want to dwell in another place where they're not Israelites, okay, because they're a bunch of sodomites. And it says, but the old man went outside and said to them, "No, my friends, please don't do such an evil, immoral thing. That this man is my guest. Look, here is his concubine and my own virgin daughter. I'll bring them out now, and you can have them do whatever you want with them, but don't do such an awful thing to this man." Okay, so the the Ephraim even offered his virgin daughter, man. Okay, and the concubine. All right, the man's wife. Because these dudes really wanted to rape that Levite, man. All right, these times where we're coming into, man, where sodomy is gonna be at an all-time high. Okay, raping is gonna be a everyday thing. We're coming into very evil times, and we're saying this, because we want people to repent. We know that not everybody's gonna repent, but we're washing the blood off of our hands right now. But the men would not listen to him, so the Levite took his concubine and put her outside with them. They raped her and abused her all night long and didn't stop until the morning. Right. So, they sexually assaulted this woman for what, 8 hours? Okay. At least they didn't stop until the morning. You have to imagine if the sunset, right now the sunset goes down, uh, where I'm at, it goes down. It's already down right now. It's barely 7, but it goes down at what, 6? Not even. It goes down at 5, and the sunrise gets up at 6. All right, that's like 12 hours of pure rape. All right, this is sometimes we're coming into. Okay, you have to take this at heed, man, and it's not just for women too. Jake, gotta put off that fucking immature, egotistical way of thinking that you think your Glock is gonna save you and whatnot. You know, repent to the Lord, cause hey, you never know, man. It can so happen so that a bunch of buff men wanna, you know, do some do something strange for a piece of change, man. Not even a piece of change, they're gonna just take you. All right, we're coming into these times, man. Repent. Verse 26. At dawn, the woman came and fell down at the door of the old man's house, where her husband was. She was still there when daylight came. Her husband got up that morning, and when he opened the door to go on his way, he found his concubine lying in the floor of the house, with her hand reaching for the door. He said, "Get up, let's go." But there was no answer. So he put her body across the donkey and started his way home. When he arrived, he went into his house and got a knife. He took his concubine's body, cut it into 12 pieces, and sent one piece to each of the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, so um, this becoming, it's a very it's a very it's a very scary thing. They raped her to death. Okay, now from this point forward, I want to read it from the King James version. All right, so I'm at verse 28. And he said unto her, "Up, and let us be going." But none answered. Then the man took her upon an ass, that the man rose up and gat him unto his place. And when he come home into his house, he took a knife and laid hold his concubine and divided her together with her bones into 12 pieces and sent her into all the coast of Israel. And it was so that uh, and it was so that all that saw it said, there was no such deed nor seen from the day that the children of Israel came up out of the land of Egypt unto this day. Consider of it, take advice, and speak your minds. All right, take the advice. Okay, nothing like this has, this if this were to happen today, if this report would have happened today, there's no telling what the hell would have, you know, that'll make the news, man. You know, but we're coming into times where this is gonna happen. Now I want to get Isaiah 13:12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man that the golden wedge of Ophir. Okay, so the Lord is gonna make um a man more precious than fine gold, man. All right, so that's pretty much the lesson. Like I said, I just wanted to get a little story, to really put into perspective the times we're coming into. Okay, you know, um, it's it's the reason why the scriptures say, that a man is over a woman, all right, especially a man of the Lord, all right, because if the Lord is dealing with that man, you're gonna be safe, all right. So to your aquas out there, keep on believing in sincerity, okay. And you Akim, you know, keep on pushing, if not, push for yourself, push to make your calling an election sure, man. Do it for your family, bro, because hey, we're coming into a times where she's gonna hit the fan, okay. And I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. We all have family members. We don't want our family members to get ravished for 12 hours straight, man. That's that's something you wouldn't wish on anybody, okay. Uh, but that's pretty much the lesson. With that, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahshua, by Hashem Kakurash. All right, Shalom.